You don't have to. But I put the feet. I'm coming. Can you put this over there? No, that's good. No, I'm gonna go there. We gotta put it on the table.
All right, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Well, not afternoon. I am tripping. I am a teacher, and I just said good afternoon.
Good day. How about that?
Good day to you. Good day to you. Let me see. I see some. Oh,
I can't see that part.
That part. She said that part. Yes. She's like, call me. Girl, I can't see.
Girl, hold on. Cause that part, okay.
Yes, she not. Listen.
Oh,
that's Melissa. Melissa is a great friend of mine. We used to be neighbors. Our girls graduated together and everything. And so she knows, because I used to go right on across the hall and be like, knock, 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 girl, help me. Because I was in dire straits because I did not, and I still do not know how to comb this hair, but we are still letting some people get on. Some people logging in. So we'll give you guys just a moment. I hope you are enjoying those jams. Make sure you're liking and sharing with your friends, your families, and your foes, because we're going to be all up in their business today. You know, it's nothing wrong with being just a teensy bit, what's that word I'm looking for? Messy. Yes, please, because we don't want them to kick us off.
Yeah, because we do not own the rights to say music. That's for the ride home.
All right. Well, we're just waiting for P. You know, she had to go ahead and get this hair right. Of course, with like about Salon products, but we are just waiting for her to hop back on. The Kendra girl, what are you doing?
Girl, I have to, you know, I'm coming. This is what I'm doing.
On my way.
Fix all my good stuff.
Here I am. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and start the show. So, welcome to the In Love Show, where all things I love and all things are conversation. I am your host, Money.Morals.Men, and I'm so glad you guys can join us tonight. Again, we have another episode of Beauty Shop Conversations featuring Like a Boss Salon. We got my girl, LaKendra, over here. Again, she's the stylist at the salon, and she mostly dabs in natural hair, but she also can bust that wig down. Say hello, LaKendra.
Hey, I can bust your wig down. I can silk press you.
All of it. Bust it down, silk press, braid you up. She can do it all. She can do it all. We also have our Like a Boss Salon owner, Miss Precious, who is coming to the stage. Coming to the stage. She just listen, y'all. She just did this. I just watched her do this with her hair, and I want this ponytail. So that'll be something I probably do next. So thank you. Yes. Now, if you didn't know, and if you're just now tuning in, I told you guys that Like a Boss Salon, you know, this is my number one stop shop. You know, they are well versed in Houston. Everybody loves to be a boss, and so this is the one reason I love to come here. But also too, y'all, again, I use their products in my natural hair, and if you can see my edges, they are laid. Period. And yes, I actually comb my hair myself. Don't be in too much shock, guys. I know. I couldn't believe it either, but I did actually do it myself, and this is why I love you guys' products, because it helps me, who is not a hair comber, manage something that I feel is extremely unmanageable for me. Hey Ty, thank you for chiming in. All right, well, I'm so delighted you guys are tuning in with us on Thursday. I sure hope you are following us on social media and have subscribed to the In Love Show YouTube, where you can catch the hottest interviews by me and some more Like a Boss Salon conversations. Well, I'm not too aware, ladies. I don't know if you know this. It's Teachers Appreciation Week.
Girl, I thought you was gonna say something.
You thought I was about to say something. Well, I'm excited because
Like,
I am a teacher. And you know what? Even though those kids don't make me feel appreciated, my friends and my family do. So I do want to take a moment to take hats off to those other educators out there. And although you don't make the money that you should be doing for raising other people's children, I want to say thank you for being part of the community and thank you for your service because it is a service. Okay.
it's hard work.
Look,
I agree.
It is. It is.
I agree.
What about you guys? Do you guys remember from when you were younger, even though that wasn't that long ago?
It was a long time.
For all of us, do y'all remember? Is there a teacher that had like an impact in your lives?
No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, no. Yeah, no. I mean, there are teachers that I can think back to that, of course I've had my favorites or, but I think, you've had a few that like try to steer you in the right direction, try to motivate you, try to be like, oh, you could be anything, you could do this, you put your mind to it, those type of motivative teachers. I think that was helpful.
Okay, what about you?
Yes, my first grade teacher, but it was a long time ago since I was in the first grade. Her name was Miss King.
Shout out to Miss King.
Shout out to Miss King. I feel like Martin. We're like, what was that teacher name?
It was something like Miss King when Gina had to put them gym shoes out.
Yes. So tell us about Miss King. Miss King
was my first grade teacher. She introduced me into the Gifted and Talented program. She kept me extremely motivated. She always spoke really positively. She just was really nice to me. So I remember that.
Well, I had a teacher named Miss Smiley, and she was my English teacher. I am an English teacher, but she had these thick Coke bottle glasses. Like I'll never forget her. And it's no shame because the only reason I don't have my thick Coke bottles on is because I have on a lash, and she cared more about her lash than she did her glasses. But anyways, that's just me, to each his own.
Priorities, people.
Do
you need to see or not?
No, I need you to see these lashes.
I don't need to see, but y'all need to see.
Y'all see, just don't be in the same place where it could possibly have a dangerous situation. But anyways, yes, Miss Smiley, she was my English teacher in middle school, and I will never forget like how animated and how excited she was when we were reading something. And every time March comes around, I always hear her in my mind saying, "Beware of the Ides of March," as she is holding the paper close to her face and using a magnifying glass at the same time because she couldn't see. So she's
with the glasses
on. She was legally blind. But the fact that she just had so much energy was everything. But my number one educator was my grandmother. She was an educator, my granny, I'll say. Her name was Clemmy Hilliard. She was an educator in the Chicago Public School District. Shout out to the Chi-Town. But she was a grammar teacher. Okay. And so this is why I love my text messages in complete sentences. Mm-hmm. But
we were just talking about text message etiquette, and sometimes like I feel like it doesn't have to be like an email, but I think that sometimes you should at least say hello or hey or good morning or something instead of just being like, can you do my hair today?
The answer is still no.
Because sometimes we just get
We're
like
booked and busy here.
We are booked and very busy.
I'm not about to play with y'all, but
you are.
All night for the next
51 minutes. Speaking of that,
she's gonna be playing.
But listen, to my teachers out there, I want to encourage you to hang tight because the weekend is right around the corner. And speaking of this weekend, it is Mother's Day. And I hope you have some fun things planned. There's plenty of things happening right here in Houston. Do you ladies have anything special planned for your moms?
Yes.
If your mom is watching, please don't tell her because she's going to have to act fake surprised.
Well, nothing like per se planned for her as a surprise. Like my mom knows, like we're going to do a one of the booze bike rides on Saturday evening.
Oh, nice.
So we just gonna go on a little pedal ride and I think just have a good time. Like we don't get to hang out one on one because like typically it's like we have my son, and so then it's like, one of us juggles, she'll let me go off and do my own thing, and so it's always balance. Really fun when we get together and just like, okay, this is a thing for us. And so, yeah, that'll be cool. And I think she'll be excited about what I got her too.
Okay, and what about you?
I'm gonna just let my mama rest because that's what I want to do. I want to.
It is the best gift to just
I really of rest is amazing.
I told my children this morning, hey, y'all know Mother's Day is Sunday. Can y'all do your mother a favor? Don't be my child on that day. Be your daddy's child. Go ahead.
Absolutely. She said she did not want to be.
I don't want to be mama to death. I want to wake up when I'm ready. If I don't want to eat, I don't want to eat. Just let me be LaKendra on Sunday. I don't want to be.
I feel you on that. Well, unfortunately, my mom isn't here, but I appreciate Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of that. But I just feel like there's always a time to treat your mom or just show kindness towards someone that you love. And so when my mom was here a week or so ago, my mom and dad, like, she loves me to cook for her. I cook for her, and she wanted some stuff. So I'm like, okay, I got it, and I had it shipped to her house. And so I mean, she's not here, but I always acknowledge her. I love her to pieces, and I'm just very grateful for her. Now, my daughter, that's a different story. Mama, can you buy me this for Mother's Day? She just feel like everything is an opportunity for gifts, but that's my child, and I love her. All right, guys. Tell us what you're doing for your mom or what you have special planned for your mom. Put it in the comments. We want to know because we don't see. Okay? But let's go ahead and hop to tonight's topic of money, morals, and men. But first things first, ladies, I'm the realist. But see, here go the thing, like, I only know the first bits of the song.
But that's okay as long as you baby. You see how you just came
I did. I really did. I did. So
she, for the people in the back, she said she didn't know what was happening.
She didn't know. Her name was LaKendra, everybody, but she can do some hair. Okay. So out of money, morals, and men, which one would you choose first?
As far as importance in my life?
Yes.
As far as
importance, as far as, I mean, just anything. Money, morals, men. And they're all an integral part of our lives most of the time.
Money, men.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. And that's exactly why I put it in that order. I think morals are your values, the core of you, the type of person that you want to be, the type of woman that I am, all stems from my morals, my values, and my boundaries. My boundaries are part of my morals as well. What about you? What are some things that are part of your morals?
I mean, I feel like morals, like you can bring your faith into that. You can bring God into that. So I feel like you always have to put God first. So, or you're supposed to. Some people don't, but I think that when it comes to your morals, like I think that's part of that.
I feel like you got to bring God or whoever you.
Yes,
whoever you serve.
Whoever you serve. I think it's almost like the outline, the foundation of how you get up and function and move around every day. So for me, I thank God every time He open these blind eyes up every morning.
Yes, because if it wasn't for my morals, my faith, and my belief in tithing, baby, she wouldn't have not a coin. And I know, because I tried it for myself. He was like, we're going to tithe and let's see what happened. And when he said he opened up the doors, But as soon as I was like, I don't need to do that no more then. It was like everything else went. So I'm only speaking for me. I am a firm believer in that. But morals, money is something that you need to survive for life. A man is optional. I mean, you are great for so many things, like fix my car when I need some new brakes. What else?
I'm glad you didn't name something else. So glad, because I was looking at her waiting for her to like fix my, and I was like,
If I was hosting, they probably would have just said cut.
What would you have said? In your life, what is the number one thing a man is good for? Say it! Just say it!
For the things that I don't have. Such as. So despite my idea of what a man is supposed to be, like, I believe that up under God, he the head. He supposed to lead. He supposed to provide. And if you do that well, you might get it. Okay.
Shit, I joking.
I am seriously playing.
You can get some. Anyways, moving on.
Right.
Oh,
It's not that kind of show. This is not that kind of
listen,
show.
we
it's not
said
that late, y'all.
all things love and all things conversation. But what do you guys think is first in your life? Is it the money? Is it the morals? Or is it the men? Ladies, chime in. And men, we want to hear what you think too. But I want to talk about, as a trending salon and stylist, what advice would you give to those who want to work their way into working into a salon or even being a salon owner? And how do you incorporate morals and money into your business?
I would say, I think you have to have the drive first. So, if you don't have the drive, it's not easy because you wear very many hats. So, there's going to be more responsibility if you're not a responsible person, if you don't have the drive, if you don't have the leadership. A lot of people started looking, before I even had a salon, a lot of people started looking at me as a mentor, and I didn't see myself as necessarily a mentor. But I guess I just kind of fell into their pocket, and then it was like, as I started, you have to be giving too, because you can't just look at it as like, oh, I'm gonna take, or oh, this is all about me making money, me. Like, no, you have to be willing to give some things too. So it's all about what type of person you are, I feel like.
Okay. Now, I know being a stylist, right, you are self-employed. So how do you manage the money? Like, okay, I know that I'm going to have to pay my own taxes. I know that I have booth rent or whatever the case may be. So how do you look at that, charge your prices, and make sure you still are profiting?
So that's the other hats that you have. So the mini hats, you have to, I think clients get a little bothered when your prices do increase but this is a thing, like, look around grocery stores, everything is increasing, prices are going up every time we go into the beauty supply stores, the prices increase. Absolutely. So we can't necessarily take the fall for it, so therefore we would make less, we wouldn't have a way of living either if we don't increase. So you have to look at those price margins and just say like, okay, I have to go up $5, or I have to, each year you have to change your percentage, your price margin, because otherwise, you wouldn't be successful.
We'll be doing hair for the love of it.
Yeah, and we love it enough.
We do,
like,
but
you can't pay the light bill
like the
love.
money, right?
Don't
Like the money is
no bills.
Yes,
No.
And love should have brought you home.
And right, and that's important. That's the important part of it. Like, that is, you can't do hair and like have trash like managing skills as far as like managing your money, like
or time, the space you in.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I learned a valuable lesson at the very beginning. Like, I'm not gonna go on a rant, but in the very beginning of doing hair, I because this is going back to what you were saying with, okay, how do you manage the money? So I used to just kind of like throw my stuff in my bag. Like, I would literally like leave for the day and throw my money and my checks or whatever I was getting in my bag and just go home, whatever. One time, maybe like 2 months later, I found a check that was like $100 check, and I was like, Precious, like, you like really like left this check here. And it was like, I felt like, yeah, I could have been trifling and went on to the bank and cashed that check 2 months later, and that lady could have overdrawn the lady account,
right.
Or she could have been like, well, where does $100 come from? But I was so embarrassed that I was that irresponsible and left her check in my purse. I didn't even cash it. I just was like, I'm gonna just charge that to the game, because that was irresponsible of you to not do that. So from there on, that had to be like 10 years ago, when I first started doing things strictly on my own. And I was like, Precious, you got to be more on top of things.
Sometimes the best lesson is a bonus.
Exactly.
That is so true. But you know what? Speaking of checks, like I haven't seen one in so many years. Like, do they still make those?
Yes.
They do.
And Like a Boss Salon does not take that, but they do take American Express, Discover, MasterCard,
And
Visa,
Afterpay.
cash.
and Afterpay.
Wait, you don't Afterpay now?
Yes,
Girl,
girl,
let me give me a wig.
we can send you an invoice for your wigs, for your bundles, whatever you like. I can send you an invoice and you can pay through. You can have 5, you can have 4, what do they call them?
Split payments with no interest.
No interest.
Oh, girl.
Look,
Oh, Lord. She should have told me. Y'all, I already have so many wigs here. But, oh, Lord. Okay, let me tell you what
She don't even know what the rest of the show got.
I forgot. I done lost track. You know, I told you I'm a teacher in these streets. You know, we had to break stuff down in these coin streets. Okay. So. What about you guys online? Drop a comment in our comment section and tell us, how do you balance these things in your life? And for those entrepreneurs out there, how do you add strategically a man in your mix? Like, do you strategically make time for them? How do you keep that balance? How do you keep that balance?
Somebody once told me that you make time for the things that you want.
Yeah.
And you want the D, so you'll make
I actually can do without the D. Yes, at the moment.
But I'm
Not too long though.
But sometimes it could be, it could be just having that partnership. It could be just having that companionship, just to have somebody, like, good conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. Like, it don't have to always be just intimate situation. It could
Oh,
just
it
be like,
Well, intimacy is just not sex either.
Right,
Intimacy
that's true.
is about the conversation. Listen, kiss me right. I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like, leave me alone. But the thing is, talk to me. And I know that you're paying attention to those little things. And I definitely try to incorporate that in my dating life. That I say dating like I'm just like out here in these streets dating. I'm not dating. I have a man.
The streets ain't there.
in your
The streets out there.
in your relationship.
It's ghetto out there.
In
Don't
my
go
relationship.
there.
But I do, you know,
What you got, homies?
I listen. You know, I definitely want to make sure he knows that, like, I'm listening to you. But you can be a woman. You can make sure you maintain your morals and your boundaries, your values. But also, too, you're incorporating those things in your life that are priorities. Morals is number one. And again, that goes with faith. That goes with my love, my hope, my family. Okay, because I am not married. But then, you know, I got to get this bag. You know, I got to get this coin up. And then the man comes in. And it's so great to be able to have a man that can understand.
And if your man motivates you and is very supportive of what you're doing,
So if he's busy.
Yes.
If he's got things going on with him, he's going to give you, he's going to understand the space that you need to do the things that you need to do, so that y'all could hit the goals y'all have set with each other.
Boom. That part. Okay, so
teamwork makes dream work.
It do make it work.
It
do make it work. So let's pause real quick for some comments. I do see some people saying something in the comment box, but I cannot see. But hey, thank you guys for chiming in. Make sure you hop on either YouTube or Facebook and give us some comments there, guys. We want your comments. We want to respond to them. I see many of you guys are chiming in on social media. But I want to talk about what's going on in these Hollywood streets and headlines. What do you see? What did you say?
Trying to read the comments, but they still too far. Very ghetto. Go ahead, girl.
Who is that? Very ghetto.
Get it dating in these streets.
Oh, yes.
Dating
in these streets are very ghetto. Yes.
It's a scary place.
It is a scary place.
Very scary.
Scary place. A lonely place to be. But anyways, y'all, I want to talk about what's going on in these Hollywood streets, y'all. And so I want to start off with Kim Zolciak Bierman and her husband Croy. So I think when it comes to the triple M's, I definitely believe that Kim puts the coin first. Okay, then men, then morals.
Yeah.
So for sure and for facts. So let me.
Sure.
No. I enjoy Judge a Lady Hard. Okay, but we gonna
judge her mama.
No. Let me
Judge
tell you why. I'm not judging this lady. I'm judging what I have seen that has been written because she decided to be a reality star. I said, don't check me, check Bravo Network for putting her business on these streets like this. But let's go ahead and fact check. Okay, first and foremost, when we first met Kim, she had a sugar daddy fun in her lifestyle. Yes. But I don't think he was funding those busted down wigs, child, because Lord,
I'm gonna blame the hair situation in the early years of the Real Housewives of Atlanta on Bravo. Yeah, and
everybody's hair was
absolutely everybody. I mean,
they all needed
come. Well, what y'all think? What y'all suppose was under those wigs? I mean, she still rock them today. Like, what is she hiding up under the wigs?
She's hiding thinning. Like, she does have thinning. I think she has thin hair.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I love my Caucasians and everything, but I've never seen one making a wig like every day.
Let's not forget where they came from. Yeah, they was originally designed for white men.
Right. That's true.
Right.
That is so true.
Back on the dollar bills, on the
that pile of white wigs, they literally had chopped it out. Literally, in our house.
Literally. She done developed a whole. I was like, I am not about to. But also too, it just makes me think. Like, do you think that since she was surrounded by Black women on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she felt that she needed to, you know, get in on the trend?
I don't know. I think that's really how she wants to appear. Like, I do. I think that was her. I think that was her image.
That she. I think that we all got a starting place. She started at full synthetic wigs on TV.
Full synthetic wigs,
she full on. And I think she didn't realize she had a problem till Sheree went to Yankee that season. She was like, Lord, let me get this soul down and look more like mine, because this plastic piece about to get me in trouble. Plastic. Why do you always make me do this? P-L-A-S-K-I.
Plastic. This plastic piece. Plastic. That's a new word, y'all.
Right.
A whole new word.
It's a Kendraism. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Put that on the shirt.
I got it.
Kendraism. Okay, so having a sugar daddy was first. He had the money, so that was second. And lastly, her morals, because that is what we saw from her the least. So no shade to anyone. Again, I want to remind you that this is my opinion. After all, she wasn't on a reality show, and so I literally am calling it like I see it. So don't hate me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And they're I'm talking about the network and their editing department for picturing her in this image. Now, then she meets Croy, who she met on Dancing with the Stars, a younger male in the NFL. And yes, he did have a nice ass, I must say, touche to you. But also, too, NFL contracts are worth millions. So here we are. I've been getting to the money. That's what she was doing all over again.
I think she just sold herself as a brand and a product.
Yeah.
So even as a wife?
I mean, it's not, the old saying goes, the housewiving is a job. I mean, shit, you ain't but a piece of paper away from home.
And she continued on and got her own spinoff show too.
She did, so that no one tuned into. So that's exactly why we don't see it anymore. And we're so glad that she did not make any more records, because that was trash. Yeah. But anyways,
but shout out to Candy for her production skills.
Yeah,
she sold that
part, but she also didn't pay her at first.
The truth of the matter is, Candy really didn't need the coins.
She needed,
but
she wasn't. A check is a check. And that's the thing about friendships and business. When you got business in place and you got a fine line.
Also, support your friends at full price.
That part. Okay, that part. So, anyways, the two of them have 4 children together. In addition, she had 2 previously. But fast forward to today. Croy has no contract. They owe millions of dollars to the IRS, and their house is in foreclosure. And I also hear that the banks are suing them for thousands and thousands of credit card debt. So now, after 4 kids, and in the words of Hustle and Flow, I know it's hard out here for a pimp. You ain't know when you gotta get the money for the rent. And though the Cadillac and gas money spit, Kim Zodiac was the bitch that jumped the ship. She jumped the ship.
I don't think that. I think that.
No, but they say it's from all of the money problems. And before them, they was having a housekeeper. Look at her spend on all of this stuff was going into place. And now the money dried up. He doesn't have a contract. Where's his money coming from?
Where's hers? Where's hers?
Now
I mean, at this point,
now she going back to work.
now she going back to
Now
work.
she's going back to work. Yeah, because reports are saying that she's now in negotiations with the Real Housewives of Atlanta for, not of Atlanta, but the Real Housewives franchise for the Ultimate Girls Trip.
That is a shit show.
I didn't
All them
watch
shows
it.
is a shit show. They don't do nothing but argue back and forth. They just bring different women from the different franchises together in a beautiful island for them to act ugly.
And that's what's so.
I mean, you know, that's what people love it.
The drama.
But you know what I find so crazy and ironic is that when she joined the show, she wasn't even married to anyone.
It's most of the
and then now
housewives
if she
of
rejoins
Atlanta
it, then
ain't
she
married.
still don't have a man.
That's true.
So I mean, Candy's married. Kenya got married
she
for a
wasn't-
brief moment.
She
Phaedra
wasn't
was
in the
married.
beginning. She wasn't in the
She was
beginning.
in the
either.
beginning. Only Henny was like
No,
who else?
no, go back to the original, like
Yes,
Kim,
yeah.
like Lisa Wu.
It was
She was married. Portia was even married when she joined the show.
Oh yeah, when she thought she had to pay a fare for the Underground Railroad, but we
Yes.
can never forget
Or
that.
the fact that she looked under there and said, "How did they fit a trainer?"
Yeah, Money.Morals.Men.
Everybody was
Oh my goodness, that is
Common sense
hilarious.
ain't free,
Just
baby.
say.
Common sense ain't
She
free.
did. She did say that.
And I was extremely upset for her because I was like, man, your grandfather was like prominent
yeah.
Was
in the
past
struggle
tense.
for brown
He
people.
was,
Like,
yeah.
Past
And for
tense.
you, and he should
Because
be
he
rolling
was
over in his grave.
he
ain't
got
gonna
up.
say
He
that.
visited her that night in her sleep.
and said, "I know you
You
did
did
not
not
go
say
on
now,
there
I
embarrass
know-
me like national television."
You got your black. Never
Yes.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You know what? That's crazy. But you know what? Even their relationship, like, what's her husband's name? Simon Godebay.
Oh gosh, that was a money move.
You think it was a money move?
Yes,
So
it
when it
was.
comes to
She
Portia,
don't
do
love
you,
that man.
you don't think she loved her man?
No.
Well, I mean, she.
And the wife that he had before that didn't love me either. Because
So let
she
me just
gone
be
on
clear.
and
I
got a kid and
mean,
she got
love
married to somebody else that quick too.
But love can be a learned behavior.
It can be.
It can be a love behavior.
But
a learned
also
behavior.
too, like, but at the same time, when you talk about money, you talk about morals, you talk about men, and then you get in these relationships, and all these lavish things come your way. Like, how do you filter out the bullshit? Like, this is what
It's
I
hard
wanna
for them.
know.
They injured right now.
You know what? I
Men
feel
folk is injured.
I
Shit.
feel
They
like
sick of us.
I feel like too like there are certain categories of women. Like we have some good women, some great women, and then you have some
Just
trash women.
Just women.
You have just women,
Just women.
and you know, and I think they make it bad for certain women that actually want to have a good man because then they do them over so bad that then there's just no return, and then they just don't know how to act after that, and so then they mess it up for everybody else.
I mean, but some men know that looks ain't what the Lord gave them to give us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just can't imagine, like, I don't know. Like, okay, so for example, like my ex he had told me, he was like, well, if you wasn't this size, you probably could be with a millionaire right now. And I'm just like, first and foremost, it pissed me off because he was, you know,
Then he would try to cut you like that.
yes, that he was trying to cut me like that. But also, too, it was just like, what type of woman do you think I am? Like,
I'm confident.
The fact that you called him your ex meant not only could you pull a millionaire, but you pulled his broke ass. So, what in the whole hell, sir? Sir,
the
every
entire,
time you point a finger, read these three running back at you.
read them all, run it back
Judge
at
your
you.
mama.
And
I hope
it's
she was
true.
skinny.
But the fact that there are some men out here that think that women, just because you have money, that women are just going to fall at your feet. And
that's not the case.
it's not the case.
How-
But
And
what
they're so used to it. It's like it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's just like then they're like appalled. Like you be like they looking at you like you ain't gonna fall in line. No, I got maybe
Yes.
perhaps I have my own money, and that's not what I'm here for.
exactly. Now, it's nothing that brings me joy than working hard for the things that I have in life, because I know my journey. I know where I came from. I know how I got it. I know my struggle.
You
So
know
it
the
allows me,
grind,
right?
like-
And it makes me appreciate it more. But even now, I'll be honest, like, I'll be like, I don't know how to accept stuff sometimes and gifts because it makes me feel awkward because I've been doing it for me for such a long time. And even when I had a husband, I mean, that was definitely not the case.
Take it, girl.
But no, it still makes me, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's something I know how to get used to, whatever. But it's like you say thank you, but like, is that enough?
I mean, it should be.
I mean, it's appreciation. So I mean, and as long as they feel appreciated, like they know that they worked hard to do these things for you, then that's okay. Like I feel like if it was not acknowledged, or if you just were like, oh, cool, and then you just threw it in the corner,
or you take it for granted,
or take it, you take it for
you
granted.
Don't have. I think sometimes in trying to date and incorporate or figure out roles, I think that I like gender roles, me personally. Okay. I'm a fan of those. Mm-hmm. But everybody
so like a man should
take care of the man. I think that a man should be I think that a man's job is to protect and provide, and a woman's job is to support that. Because now, your definition of what those things look like, I think that's where you tailor that to your situation.
But if I can add in right there is, see, it's like men want women to be submissive, but are you able to lead, or do you feel like you're in the right role to even be able to have
to ask for
submissive?
Yeah, I think that it comes down to. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I just add to the submissive. I
think that men do want a submissive woman, but as a woman, I want a man that I can trust my submission to.
Yeah. Because I can't let you lead me down a dark hole. Like, I can't let you lead me down a deep, dark alley and then just like to the dumpster.
I will if you can fight and you got a gun. Like, if you got a plan, if you got a headlight, a lamp.
But what my point is, yes, and I get what you said. My point is, in most time in dark alleys is trash.
It is.
So if you're leading me to nothing but trash, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take the reins and be like, hey, what we doing? Like, I love you, but where are we going?
Well, but what is your vision?
Yeah, what should
help me
understand.
Set a goal for us, and are we working toward that goal, or have we just had a
because there's nothing wrong with trying. As long as you're trying, we're good.
And that's good. And you know what? I love your ladies' perspective on that, because it is some women out there, such as myself, that's like, I don't really know about the comfort, but I've also had like guys approach me and was like, as long as you do what I asked you to do, like, I'll pay for it. I'm like, what makes you think? Right. And I'm like, what makes you think? And that's what made me sit down from dating for like a long time, because I'm like, I can't be bought. Like,
because I was reading it. Yeah, I was reading that something about that the other night too, and it was like, okay, you feel like as long as I do this, or like it's like it shouldn't be a servant role. Like you should, like, one person should never feel like a servant, and one person should never feel like a master. Like, it's never like that. This is a team.
Because let me tell you something.
Or don't dangle it in front of me like a carrot. Like, don't use money as your way in. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And I feel like if that's what you put out first, then how do you expect a chick or a person not to treat you like an ATM if you put an ATM sign on your shirt and was like, you want that, I'm gonna buy that. I think that everything,
and on the flip side,
stuff is earned.
And on the flip side too, I think men are used to some women that are like that have grown up like that, thinking that that's the way to men, and they don't have that. Just like, okay, like, let me actually get to know you. Like, they're just, these women do pop up just like, what you gonna buy me?
Not just what you gonna buy, but what you gonna do for me.
Right.
What you gonna buy for me? What you gonna do for me? What you gonna...
And it's shocking to them when you like, I don't really want nothing from you. Like, even when, if I'm at the bar, don't get me wrong. Yes, of course I've been bought drinks before, but it's very surprising to a man when they walk up and ask, can you buy me a drink? And I'm like, oh, I'm buying my own drink or whatever. They like, well, you don't want to take, some people get offended by that. You like, well,
or not, what, you too good to take my drink? It's not that, sir.
But it's just like, I'm chilling with me right now, and I appreciate the gesture. Yeah. But right now, that's not my vibe that I'm on right now. It's no offense, and so I think it's a fine line sometimes. But also too, I feel like a woman with her morals, and I don't care if you have money or not. If you got money in the bank, you got some money. I don't care how much or how little, but as long as you manage it right, you can do whatever it is that you want to do.
True.
If that's what you want, you're going to be able to do it. So I hope that, out there, depending on a man with money to come and swoop you up and be like, girl, he bought me this. Playtime is over. What can you do for you? Is what I want to know. We're going to pick this back up in a moment. Back to Kim and Croy. I know your divorce is getting pretty nasty. I know it's very public, but we do wish you all the best, especially since there are children involved. And Kim, good wig to you. Matter of fact, if there's a wig company out there that I know you know who she is, grab her. Yeah, and be like, listen, let me show you something. Okay? Do that. It's okay.
And I like Fire Marshal Bill.
Yes. I like Fire Marshal. Unless she got that situation up under her head. It's one of them. But anyway, so moving on to men who have money and little to no morals to many morals. So the Lovers and Friends Festival, we know that Usher and Chris Brown were supposed to perform there. They actually did. But while they were in Las Vegas, it appeared that at Chris Brown's 34th birthday party, he got upset with Tiana Taylor, apparently because she was the reason why he canceled his Michael Jackson tribute. We don't know anything about that. Haven't heard anything about that, so I'm not going to speak on that. Yeah. But it appears that he was, kind of having some words. He left. Usher tried to defuse the situation. Next thing you know, Usher got a bloody nose, and so they had some type of altercation. And I'm just a little disappointed because Chris Brown, gosh, dude, how much more do we take from you? I know you're a man with some money. I know you're a man with, I don't know if I'm going to say a lot of morals. But you definitely, you're a man, and you have money, and you keep showing us who you are. And this aggression that you have towards women, like, dude, what's up? Where are your morals? Like, you have a kid, a little girl at that. And I don't like bringing kids into the situation, but what are you showing her? Yeah. Right. But also, too, I want to say, homeboy, you need to take heed because they are cracking down on y'all men. Especially those that have money and use the money to get out of their situations. Donald Trump got to pay old girl $4 million. But you're why? Oh, girl, we'll tell you later. Okay. But come on now. Now, Usher, I appreciate you stepping up trying to defuse the situation. That's what grown men do.
Tiana Taylor got a husband.
But Tiana Taylor, yes, I was actually about to bring that up because I know.
What's her husband? Look, I was like, what the
hell? They together because I really ain't seen. I like Tiana.
I think they were
Iman together, but I don't think they were together because I know for sure Iman is gonna be like, oh no, let me tell you what you're not.
I don't think they've been together like that, like tight like that.
I hope it's not no trouble in paradise. I really like
them
together.
And I don't think so for a little while. I don't think so for a little while. Like
I really like them together.
I heard at first. I think I read some speculation like online or something saying that they weren't just as close as they were before. But I mean, I don't know.
But relationships change.
They do. They go through different phases.
Go do that.
Different phases, different times for different people. So definitely their relationship changed. But I want to say this is some foolishness because, Chris, why would you want to have words with another woman in the first place? Like, that is not okay. But, I mean, people are losing their deals. Like, oh, dude, he just lost all of his Marvel stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a lot at risk. And you can't just be out here in these streets because you have money and you a man and you're lacking morals and think it's okay for you to act any type of way, especially towards another person, especially a woman. Chris, let this be the last time that you do this. But I want to ask you, do you think that Usher did the right thing by intervening, even though he came out of it with a bloody nose?
Yeah, because I mean, a man is not going to let you be aggressive. If you're a real man, you're not going to let you be disrespectful and like aggressive towards a woman. Like, that's just not okay.
I would think that
we've seen a lot of
any man, whether he had any alpha male, like a true alpha male. He's the objective is to protect the woman. So in my mind, he would have stepped in, and not so much as just to defuse. Like, say, bro, you could, we could do this again. I want to say it's probably was drugs and alcohol involved, because to me, Chris Brown,
he's always
he looking a little lackluster these days. He looking
What's
like
lackluster?
I mean, he ain't shining like you.
he's looking cracky.
He looking like cracky. He looking like he needs some type of help. I don't care.
But I used to really enjoy Chris
and
Brown.
I still enjoy him dancing. I mean, if he posts a video
talented.
and I'm like, I love that they brought back the song, what is it, the Under the Influence. I love that they brought that back, and he did like a video, and I was kind of a little bothered that they didn't let him perform, because he's such a great performer. But you have to be consistent and show the people that you deserve it.
Right.
I think he lost a lot of people in public opinion, because the truth of the matter is we weren't there when the altercation happened between him and Rihanna. I feel like that's when he started his downward spiral. What they showed us was her after pictures, and that part was quite traumatic. I mean, I think he just kind of lost in the court of public opinion, and he has really been struggling. I was talking to somebody about that situation the other day, and I was like, Chris Brown haven't, like, when I follow him on Instagram, all the art and stuff like that, that's cool, Chris, but we know you for the music. I want to see you in the studio.
Right.
Like, I didn't even realize he had put out an album last year.
Yeah.
I feel like he has really had to grind super hard to maintain his market share in the industry since the situation with Rihanna happened. And somebody was like, that's not true. I was like, he became a feature king. Like,
yes. But nothing really original about his sound.
It's been tough.
And he's such a great entertainer. He can dance, he can sing, he can act. Like, he has so many things. And then, I mean, he basically can rap, because he's like, I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it, but you know what I mean. But he's such a talent, and it's so unfortunate to see talented individuals make bad choices because you think your money gonna get you out of your situation. Stop it, and stop thinking that, because it's foolery.
It comes back to morals.
It comes back to your morals. And money does not overshadow your morals. You still have to be a human being. You still have to remain a person who has to think about certain things and the cause and effect situation in that surrounding it. So let's get up off of Chris Brown. Chris Brown, get your shit together. We are we love you. We want you to do better, man. You got support, but you gotta act like you want that support. Respect is earned. It's not bought. Okay, all them groupies around you and your entourage, they on the payroll, so of course they're gonna roll with you and they're gonna do the foolish things
a lot of yes men
with you. Yes, a lot of yes men, but mind the company you keep, man. And be a man and show those morals, not just to us and not for us, but for you. For you. It's for you. Okay.
Esteem of yourself.
So I want to go back to just real quick to like the dating part when it comes to the money, the morals, and the men. Because let me ask you a question. Do you think age has to do anything with it?
When you say, what you mean?
When it comes to money and morals and men, like the orders of their of priorities. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these young individuals out here are getting that bag. They taking their lash classes. They graduating high school with certifications. They going straight into the workforce, making $25, $40 an hour. Like, I'm not mad at you, but then there's other ones out there that feel like they're gonna be the next Megan with the knees, and just all on social media twerking, and only worried about their OnlyFans.
They just want to be YouTubers. They
worry about the bag first.
They definitely worry about
there is a cost on their sanity.
So what do you think is the breakdown with with the younger generations nowadays, where they're looking at the money? Like, I hear as a teacher, well, if I was getting paid to come to school, I would come to school more. I'm like, dude, you got 97 absences. Like, where are your parents? Right?
They probably working. to keep
Right.
the lights on.
I don't think so.
Well,
Not
I
when your kid driving a Mercedes.
That Mercedes ain't free.
Right. Well, I think they feel that's the thing. That's the problem. Okay, hitting it right there. Where y'all said Mercedes and it's not free. I think kids today feel so entitled.
Ooh.
I think we have quickly become a microwave society.
Yeah.
Quite instant.
And it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
And they think that it's like either everything is given to them or that it's easy to get. And that's not the case. Like, I think that, I think that they have to realize, like, hey, you have to put in real work. Like, all this time, we didn't get this far just on, like, the easy way out. Like, we have worked.
The struggle is on the editing floor.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying when I say that?
No,
well, why I say
that?
that? I just feel like with as much access to information as we have, a lot of it is cut and edited, and the good stuff is on the floor.
Right.
It doesn't make the cut. It doesn't make the struggle.
And
does
not perception. And that's all about perception, because these kids are really like, this younger generation is really like looking at things and like, oh, well, they doing this, they doing that. But no one ever talks about their story or their struggle behind it until like basically some shit hit the fan.
How long it took you?
You know, but no one is upfront about how long it took them. They just think that they woke up and did like
I was
this.
rich today.
You know, and I just decided to go to the studio and lay it down, and now I got a pop hit. Like, I was just interviewing a gentleman the other day, LaPat. You know, he has that rodeo song out with Flo Milli, and I mean, that song is long, y'all. Yeah. But you know, I appreciated him because in our conversation, I learned that he went to jail at age 16, and when he turned 19, they took him from the juvenile detention and put him in adult prison, and he took that and the opportunities from learning in school, you know, learning the educational programs and all of that, and came out and he worked on him, you know, and so his outcome was a little bit different, but he's talking about that. Like, this wasn't just no overnight type of situation. Right. Like, this is what happened. Yeah. I thought I was the stuff in the streets, and it got me caught up, and I had to pay back that time. Yeah. And how they didn't give him a chance when he aged out.
And a lot of people don't see that. A lot of the kids today don't get to see that. They just think like, oh, he hot, and that's how, you know, he just here and he just wake up and that. But no,
he started cold. He got warm. He cooled off and warmed up again. It's
right.
Like I said, I just feel like with the way that things are put out there, it's missing some steps. It's kind of like when you watch a YouTube video on how to do a particular hairstyle, and the video only 10 minutes long, and you go to do it, and you be like, I've been doing this shit for 6 days. Why am I still here 6 days later?
That's me.
Why am I still here? But again, it's been cut and edited, and the good part is on the floor.
Right.
The work is on.
The work is on the floor. No one knows your journey, and a lot of people don't want to tell that part. They just want to be flashy, show the money. And I can't, I'm so sick of seeing them just putting all this money on social media. This is why you getting robbed. Okay, money is not everything. Don't put your locations out there. Don't put all your money, what you buy, what you're doing. And I ain't gonna lie. I do like, be like, yeah, I'm over here. Like, but I'm not showing you how much money I spend. I'm not showing you every little piece of my life. But what I show you is edited. It's the part that I want you to see.
The good part on the
Yeah. Now, one thing I would say when you say showing this money, COVID was some positives and some negatives out of it. The negatives, I was just talking to someone the other day about that, like money. Okay, a lot of people got their money legit way, all the PPP, all the SBA loans, all of this different type of stuff. But a lot of people did a lot of fraud. A lot of people did a lot of card cracking, all kind of stuff, and then they flashing all this money like they didn't work hard for it. No, you stealing.
You stole it.
It's not,
from people who actually went to work.
Thank you. Yeah.
And all that tap in, tap out, run for your life, because that's all a scam. Money is not everything. Work hard, find something. And I still have to do this to myself, you know, like narrow down your focus, work hard, hone in on your craft, know what you're good at, because you're going to have to put forth the effort, and you're going to have to do it over and over and over again until you get the results that you seek. And if that's what you really, really want, and that's the true desires of your heart, that part too, then it's going to come to pass. Like that's what it is. But stop selling yourself short, guys. Stop doing something strange for some change, okay? Because diseases are real. But that's another topic.
And kids, they don't really got that good of a return policy.
Yes, kids.
And they have to be raised.
You
and
cannot take them back. It's so expensive for daycare. Oh my God.
Oh, it's a house note.
It is a house note, a car note. It got your light bill part up in there, everything. Because nothing in life is free, guys. But work for the things that you want. Budget your money accordingly, so that way you can do things in line, and hopefully your morals are first. So, with all of that being said, guys, we're stopping the conversation here. But I want to say thank you so much for joining us for another wonderful episode with these ladies of Like a Boss and One, the baddest in the business, with the beauty shop conversations. I'm so glad you guys took the time to chat with us tonight, chill with us tonight, inviting us into your space, wherever that may be. Any last word, ladies?
Stay true to yourself.
Live life, live, love, and travel some. It's fun.
She said it's fun.
It's fun. Do that.
And when it comes to the money, well, to the morals first, then the money, then the man. Use your head and then get some head. But anyways,
she threw that. I
did. I want to remind you to follow Like a Boss Salon, these lovely ladies, on all social media platforms. Also, too, don't forget to follow the In Love Show on all social media platforms as well. And YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more interviews and even more conversations. I also want to take the time to say that Sunday, again, is Mother's Day, May 14th. Which is also a very special day for me because it is the 1-year anniversary of the In Love Show. Yes, I'm so excited about that. And I am still working towards my goals because my morals say, girl, do what you do best. So this 1-year anniversary, it definitely means a lot to me. Yeah, it's Mother's Day again, but also too, I chose this day to launch my brand because my late grandmother, I told you about her earlier, she was an educator. My granny was my best friend, and my grandmother, her name was Clemmy Hilliard. I am forever grateful. To her. And she is one of the reasons why I am a lover of communication, conversation, and correct grammar. Do you guys want to say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Happy birthday, mommy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's not till next month.
Lord.
Give
me the cup. Give me.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for being my mom. You're awesome, son. Don't be shy. Give it back.
I'm going to just pass it.
Pass it to the trash. Also,
She said, she was so excited about saying this too.
I cannot. I just cannot.
Yes,
we love you. This is why we do this. Oh my God. Never, ever a dull moment.
She said, wait.
Let's never.
But I want to wish you moms out there a very happy and special Mother's Day. I hope you enjoy. And I want to take the time to wish my mother Natalie and my beautiful daughter Nadia a happy Mother's Day as well. I love you both so very much. So until next time, guys, keep all things love and all things conversation. Good night.
Good night.
Oh man, y'all play too much. I can't.